Now we are starting leaving from the port of Tarifa, going to Morocco.
Situado a la izquierda a bordo del barco. Gracias. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to inform you that passport control is situated on the left side of the vessel. Thank you. Mesdames et messieurs, nous vous informons que le contrôle des passeports se fera à bord du bateau du côté gauche de celui-ci. Merci pour votre compréhension.
We are here to walk around in Tangier, Morocco.
Yeah, Tangier, Morocco is very welcome.
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
house. It's very welcome. And shoes, slippers.
Shukran.
And you speak good Arabic.
كيف حالك؟ كويس؟ مرحبا محبتين.
Baba hands, own hands.
No.
لا shoes ما في فلوس.
My people is baby Gucci. You like Gucci? You said you like Gucci. Big Gucci. Baby, come on.
Umalis tuloy siya. Wala kayong pera. Umalis tuloy. Bumalik siya.
No.
I said we have no money. Ma fi fulus. Hindi ni going back. We are here. Dad. Dad. Oh.
Official name of the square is April 9th. The date of April 9th, 1947. Historical date for us here in this country. April 9, 1947, the King of Morocco at that point, Mohammed XV came to Tangier and gave a historical speech, not on April 9th, but a day after, on April 10th. Historical speech in which he asked the French and the Spanish to leave Morocco. You have to understand, Morocco was not a colony. Morocco was a protectorate. The Moroccan authorities in 1906 signed a paper asking the French and the Spanish to come. So unless the Moroccan authorities asked the French and the Spanish to leave, why would they? I mean, there's no urge. So when the decolonization movement started happening in other parts of the world, Morocco was not involved in it. Played around whatever they wanted, and the French obviously. It's written in French over here. It's written in Arabic over here. And over here it's written in Berber. Well, I'm saying Berber so that people understand what I'm talking about. Though the term Berber, it is not used here locally. We say imazirin among each other. I know, I understand, that outside of Morocco, when you talk about Morocco, it is commonly taken for or commonly accepted or commonly known for being an Arabic nation. This is not correct. Though we don't use the term invasion, but we are in Africa. And Arabs, they're not Africans. Arabs are Asians. I mean, you got all this creation of the media with the Far East, the Middle East, and all these stories. But we're talking ethnic groups. Arabs are Asians. Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Kuwait, Iraq, Syria. That's Asia. And just like at one point they went to the other side of the Asian continent, they also crossed the Red Sea over to Africa. Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, and then over to Europe. Portugal, Spain, south of France, Malta, Italy, and so on. But before we had the native people, once the French at one point started calling them les Berbères, to make that distinction. But we say the Imaziren. Imaziren is free persons or free people, the native people in this country. And before we start talking about the so-called Moroccan territory, in this Moroccan territory, there were actually three different independent nations, separate nations existing over here. But nowadays we call them for being the three areas where the three native tribes of this part of the country existed. But this is something common to all the northern African countries, only to us. Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, and Mauritania. Also, we have the situation that we have this sticker of Arab. I mean, got nothing against the Arabs, but what I always say, you don't take a Chinese and tell him you're Italian. Okay, well, I come from the Rif Mountains. I mean, I got nothing against, but I'm not an Arab. You know, I'm Berber. Okay, so I'm going to use the term Berber so that we can understand. But you see, when the Arabs arrived to this country, they created the Kingdom of Morocco. They introduced the Arabic culture. We had our own three native cultures, three native languages. Terifit in the north, Temazit in the center, and Tashhit in the south. These are three languages. Languages, not dialect. I mean, just want to show you so that you see that has nothing to do with the Arabic language. In our schools in this country nowadays, in our public schools in Morocco, it's Arabic, it's French, nationwide, plus, depending on the regions, one of the three native languages. In our case in North, it's the Terifit language. They introduced a new belief, a new philosophy, a new religion, Islam. Before, the vast majority of Morocco, well, the main religion was Judaism, just like all around the Mediterranean area. We had the free Christians here in the northern part of the country with Romans had settled down. But then obviously Islam was introduced later on. It took a while because we started talking about a very important Muslim community until the 11th century. Since we're in a court, let me tell you, legal texts. We have a civil code that goes back to 1913 for all matters, for everyone, anyone who lives in Morocco. But anything that has to do with personal status, marriage, divorce, inheritance, very important, has to do with religion. If you're Muslim, Muslim law. If you're Jewish, Jewish law. Full stop. That's the problem. I'm neither Muslim nor Jewish, and I'm Moroccan. What do you do with me, Mr. Judge, when I want to get married? When we have inheritance problems? It's a big problem because personal status still has, in this country, relationship with belief. This has to change. This has to change. It will change. It's very hard. It's very hard. I mean, we say it has to change, but because you can have legal texts, but the social pressure is much more important than any legal text that you can produce. So they have to go really slow, but it's something that we have over here. Many people ask me, well, about polygamy? Yeah, it exists in this country. I know in other countries where the most people are Muslims, it's bad, but here for Muslims, it's 4. Not easy. Not easy. Complicated in the legal sense. For the Jewish, even more. More than 4 in the sense, and even more complicated. Because one of the things is that before you convince the second wife or the first one, depending how many you have and which one you want to get, before you convince the other wife, if you want to have another one, you want to convince the judge. Because the judge is the first step. He needs to sign. Because to get married, you ask for permission from a judge. Just to get married, okay? So he needs to check a number of conditions, and if you fill these conditions, then you can get married. Obviously, 2 people, 18 years old, they can go to an office and get the paperwork done. You can do it, without any kind of celebration, which you'll be noticing more and more young people are doing that. I'm sorry, I'm old school. I prefer to have a little party at home. But this is the situation. And yeah, as I said, these things exist, but it's not easy. It's not easy. It's quite a few things, obviously, that are complicated. It exists, but it's quite complicated. But anyway, my intention is to show you, obviously, the writing that we call the Tifinagh. Tifinagh is the Berber writing, left to right. That is, that absolutely has nothing to do with the Arabic. Okay. This movie business, which is bringing good income to many people over here. most recent big production. There's a big one coming soon. They don't tell you, until it's right over here. But the most recent one, since the biggest one was James Bond, Spectre, that was filmed over here and in the market area of Tangier. Before they went to the south of Morocco, they went to the desert. And before it, we had obviously Matt Damon with the Bourne Ultimatum. That was like from far the biggest one. There was a chase on top of houses over here, rooftops in the market area. And then you have movies that are filmed over here, but they don't always mention that it's over here. Like years ago when they were filming Black Hawk Down. Happening in Somalia, but it was filmed over here. Or
Black Hawk.
yeah, Inception. That's what I'm trying to remember. Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio. The part that was happening in Mombasa was filmed over here in Tangier. Remember very well. He was sitting over here, and then he would notice that he was being followed by agents, so he jumps down over here. Double, obviously. And by the way, DiCaprio is tiny, really short. Oh yeah, he's short. I mean, and he's quite plump. And then he starts running around, and then his partner, his Japanese partner, picks him up in a car in the Grand Soko Square, the square of the market of the outside over there, the April 9th Square. We didn't really much enjoy his visit. Too many bodyguards around him, no pictures, get out of here. On the other hand, with Matt Damon, beautiful person, Boston dude, down to earth, talking to people, walking around, taking pictures and so on, absolutely down to earth. Another person was great. Daniel Craig was fine. Tom Hanks. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. They were filming in Marrakesh with Julia Roberts, Wilson's War. And he came over here to Tangier, visited here the old City Isles. Beautiful, beautiful person. So, we're having lunch right over here, one of the most known restaurants in Tangier. But, thing is on top of the oldest pharmacy in Tangier, 1881. Okay?
1881.
Now, pharmacy in the sense of the modern ones, the chemist. Okay? Not the old traditional herbal oil stuff and so on. That's a different story. But when the modern pharmacists came in, this was the first one, 81. I think they were, I don't know if they're, which generation they are, but the young one, no, I young.
This is the group of the tour from Spain.
It's the coffee for the city, okay? And we go to the bar. Yes. You stay with the group. Abdul. Okay, I look for her after that.
We are in Ipoh.
This is Morocco.
We are in the market at Morocco. Look. There's nothing there in England like this.
شوف انا قلت لك كل حاجه بوحدها سوق خراب ولا سوق
Oh, P, cut your ditch.
Date nga, oh, dami.
Ditch.
Mga patsi.
Saan? Kalimutan ko pangalan niya.
Yun muna.
Is-
So what are you passionate? I like passionate.
They look like in Santa Cruz. Shukran. This is the way they are selling in Morocco. Look.
You can have 10 euros. Rubber. 10. Alright. 8 euros. 7.
This is Mediterranean Sea. We are in Tangier, Morocco. How nice. Look.
Nice taking.
Yeah.
Nice taking.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna play the next song. It's by CZ Top, but it's gonna be the Joan Jett version from Tash. Alright. So let's keep on rocking and rolling. I'm in love, I've been down, shake my world, beat it round. My love is more. So go take it down, 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 just to go. So we're gonna play one last song now. We're gonna do another short break, and after we come back with all the rock and roll parts. So this is Led Zeppelin, Rock and Roll.
Start. Thank you, don't go. There's more rock and roll.
Pause na
It's a
ako.
drinking time.
When I need you, my heart's on fire.
darling.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
Wala. Wala.
Diyan pa yung gamit nila, oh. May nilabahan doon, oh. Sinampay. Watching in the terrace. sun, ayun. Tumatagay. Tumatagay din ako. Ayan o.
Thank you very much. You're great colors. Thank you. Next time.
Hi Mona, kamusta na? Ito kami, nagagala kami. Galing kami ng Morocco kanina at balik kami ng Spain ngayon. Ay, break na sila. Saan si Susan? Balik muna ako sa loob. Si Mona. Mona Linda. Ito, inumin namin.
Asawa ni,
Ni Muhammad.
Gawin mo kay Muhammad, galing kami ng Morocco. Magkuskus kami, kuskus.
Ayan o.
Hello! Wala. Hello! Kumain kami ng kuskus. Ba yan, kuskus na yan.
Kuskus sa ano, sa Morocco, tsaka chistaw.
Chistaw.
Chistaw. Cheese kebab.
Cheese kebab.
Punta lang ng Morocco, kumain ng chistaw tsaka cheese kebab. Balik naman ng gabi. Doon yung Spain.
Medyo mabasa-basa pa ito si
Tagay. Muhammad, you drink this.
You want to drink?
Look.
Sadike.
This is I bring back to the England. Look.
Ano pa? Sabi mo, lutong na. Ano pa yung mga basa-basa pa?
I bring this to London. Look. Going back to the terrace. Tapos na. There. It's finished.
Corresponding countries or as halls of the University of Seville. Coming up here now on the left hand side you can see the Kingdom of Morocco and Colombia. Hier gleich hier links sehen Sie Marokko und Kolumbien. À gauche, pardon, links on the left you see Morocco, white minarets. Next to it Colombia. À gauche, Colombia et Royaume de Maroc. Hier rechts on the right, hier rechts on the right, à droite, Mexico. Et Brésil. Place de l'Amérique, trois types d'architecture, gothique, renaissance et moderne style. Place de l'Amérique, ici à droite, three types of architecture, gothic, renaissance and moderne style architecture. America's Square, hier rechts, Amerikas Platz, schauen Sie mal. Drei Typen Architektur, gothic, renaissance und moderne Stil Architektur. Und auf der linken Seite, on the left hand side, à gauche, la République d'Argentine. Un des pavillons plus grands de l'exposition ibero-américaine, one of the biggest pavilions of the Ibero-American Exposition is the Pavilion of Argentina here on the left. Hier links der Pavillon zu Argentinien, einer der größten Pavillone. À droite, hier rechts on the right, der Freiheitskämpfer, the freedom fighter Simon Bolivar à droite. And also here on the left, klein aber fein, schön, small but fine here on the left, petite mais très jolie, Guatemala on the left, ici à gauche, hier links on the left. Hier rechts ist auch der Park Maria Luise von Montpensier, einer der ältesten botanischen Gärten Europas. War ein Geschenk an Alphonse XIII zur iberoamerikanischen Ausstellung. So, the gardens that we see here on the right hand side is one of the eldest botanical gardens of Europe. One of the eldest botanical gardens of Europe, called Maria Luisa of Montpensier. It was a present of Maria Luisa to the King of Spain, Alphonse XIII, for the Ibero-American Exposition. À droite, un des jardins botaniques plus anciens d'Europe, le jardin de Maria Louise. Ça a été un cadeau à Alphonse XIII pour l'exposition ibero-américaine de 1829. Un des plus anciens, on peut dire, jardins botaniques d'Europe. Et dans le prochain rond-point, on verra une colonne. C'est la colonne des Magellans pour le premier tour au monde, en commémoration du premier tour au monde qui a commencé ici 1519. And the next semi-roundabout, please. In the next semi-roundabout, you see the Pillar of Magellan for the first sailing around the world. Zuerst die Weltumsegelung, die Säule des Magellans, hier auf der linken Seite. Hat hier angefangen 1519, started here 1519. And very shortly we're going to see the Pavilion of California. 300 years long, it was a Spanish colony. Pendant 300 ans, Californie, ça a été une colonie espagnole. Donc on verra dans quelques instants aussi le pavillon de Californie. Maintenant, c'est le centre d'art contemporain. Nowadays, it's the Museum of Contemporary Art. The Pavilion of California. 300 Jahre lang war Kalifornien eine spanische Kolonie. Calus Hornos, nicht der heiße Ofen übersetzt. Wunderschöner moderner Stil, Architektur, Eingang, momentan Museum für zeitgenössische Kunst. The Pavilion of California, here now on the left, the big white building. Links, le pavillon de Californie, à gauche, le pavillon de Californie. Et pour moi, un des édifices plus jolis de Séville, c'est le théâtre Lope de Vega. For me, one of the beautifulest of all buildings is the Theatre Lope de Vega. À gauche, on verra pour moi, le théâtre Lope de Vega, c'est un des édifices, bâtiments plus jolis à Séville. Ça a été utilisé comme un casino pendant l'exposition ibero-américaine en 1829. Was used here on the left-hand side, a casino. Nowadays, the theatre was used as a casino during the Ibero-American Exposition. Das Theater hier links, Lope de Vega, wurde während der iberoamerikanischen Ausstellung als Casino benutzt. Wir kommen jetzt in Plaza de España aus. Wir steigen jetzt aus, meine Damen und Herren, und fangen mit der Stadtführung an. Bleiben Sie in meiner Nähe und achten Sie bitte auf Langfinger immer. Falls Sie eine Flasche erwerben möchten, hat unser Fahrer Wasser im Angebot für €1. If you want to buy a bottle of water, folks, Driver Pedro's got water here for €1. And we've arrived at Plaza de España. We're going to get off the bus now. Be aware at all times of pickpockets. Be careful of pickpockets. I can't say it often enough. And if you want to buy a bottle of water, our driver's got here water for €1. Mesdames et messieurs, on arrive maintenant à Place d'Espagne. Si vous voulez acheter une bouteille d'eau, notre chauffeur a des bouteilles d'eau pour seulement €1. Et messieurs, dames, on doit faire attention ici à Séville avec des petits voleurs. S'il vous plaît, faites attention avec des petits voleurs à Séville, s'il vous plaît. Richtung Westen, Richtung Neue Welt. Im unteren Bereich des Halbkreises sehen Sie hier Mosaike, Kachelmosaike. Cádiz und die Kanarischen Inseln direkt vor uns. Cádiz, wo die erste Republik proklamiert worden ist. Kanarische Inseln, wo Kolumbus damals abgefahren ist. Meine Damen und Herren, kommen Sie bitte etwas näher. Please come a bit closer. S'il vous plaît, on doit rester ensemble. S'il vous plaît. Of the first Constitution of Spain, 1812 in Cadiz, and the departure of Columbus, 1492 from the Canary Islands. The water symbolizes the seas of the world. 4 bridges cross the water, the artificial lake, symbolizing the 4 continents where Spain once upon a time had colonies. Messieurs, dames, Place d'Espagne, c'est un demi-cercle. Vous pouvez apprécier, c'est un demi-cercle. 50 000 mètres carrés. Et l'orientation de cette place est à l'ouest, direction Nouveau Monde. Le lac artificiel représente les océans du monde. Il y a 4 ponts que passe le lac artificiel. Ça représente les 4 colonies où les Espagnols ont eu des colonies. Et dans la partie inférieure, il y a 153 mosaïques. Devant, nous avons Cadiz et les îles Canaries. Cadiz, la proclamation de la première République d'Europe, 1812. Et les îles Canaries, le départ de Christophe Colomb, 1492. Messieurs, dames, je vais éviter la queue à la cathédrale parce qu'il y a beaucoup de monde. Il y a assez. Donc, on se rejoindre s'il vous plaît. 11.
Yeah. The blue one.
La place. Et en face, il y a l'édifice marron noir. Pour 60 centimes, on peut utiliser des toilettes. Sinon, à la cathédrale, il y a aussi des toilettes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I meet you all under that archway. Please, sharp 11:30. Okay? 11:30 under that archway over there. If you require a restroom, you cross the bridge, you go across the square, and just over there there's a brown, blackish building, a public restroom. For 60 cents you can make use of the toilet. Not at the cathedral, okay? Meine Damen und Herren, falls Sie eine Toilette brauchen, hier einmal über die Brücke laufen, einmal über den Platz laufen, da gegenüber ist ein braun-schwarzes Häuschen, ein Toilettenhaus, könnte man sagen, wo man für 60 Cent die Toiletten benutzen kann. Wer es aushalten kann, auch an der Kathedrale. Das heißt 10 Minuten, 15 Minuten maximal Freizeit, dann geht es weiter. Alle bitte unter diesem Boden nach vorne um 11:30 Uhr geht es weiter. On continue, d'accord? 10-15 minutes et on se rejoindra là-bas, s'il vous plaît, d'accord? Si vous avez des questions, n'hésitez pas. Vous avez reconnu la place d'Espagne, des films comme Bien d'étoiles,
Tayong tatlo. Pwede, picture ka kayong dalawa ni Daddy.
Ang hirap na yung makasama mga matatanda. Hindi ko alam kung may tumain na dito matatanda. Nangangamoy tayo na. Kanina ko pa naamoy itong mga to. Mamaya bibili na ako ng pabango. Naamoy ko sila. May amoy tayo dito. May tumain na yata. Mayroon yata.
Aristokraten, Bourgeois-Samtmann, eine Schlacht durchführen wollten, um die Alarmglocken zurückzuziehen. Die Kathedrale wurde erbaut zwischen 1450 und 1421. Der Bau der Kathedrale dauerte genau 121. Und hier in Southern Ohio
Pure gold daw eh.
the Old and New Testament are represented in golden figures. It's what they call also the best example of Spanish imperialistic policy in the 16th century. Nowadays they also call it the best example of the Evangelium Pauperum.
Turm, eine arabische Konstruktion aus dem Anbeginn des 13. Jahrhunderts. So benannt, da hier das eingeführte Gold aus den gerade neu entdeckten amerikanischen Ländern gelagert wurde. Heute ein Navigationsmuseum.
A sinistra potete ammirare la torre dell'oro, costruzione araba del secolo XIII.
Si costruì per difendere la città che durante l'assedio cristiano era unita all'altra sponda grazie a una enorme catena per impedire il passaggio delle barche nemiche al molo e all'interno della città. La cupola è ricoperta da ceramica dorata ed è proprio qui che arrivavano i galeoni carichi con l'oro e le spezie procedenti dalle colonie spagnole in America. Per uno di questi motivi si chiamò Torre dell'Oro ed è attualmente un museo navale.
Delante el puente de San Telmo, construido en 1931. Hasta 1964 se podía abrir para dejar paso a los buques. El Palacio de San Telmo, del siglo XVII, fue la primera escuela náutica de Europa. En el siglo XVIII fue un seminario y actualmente es sede de la Junta de Andalucía.
On the left, we can see the Palace of San Telmo, built in the 17th century. It was the first maritime college in Europe. During the 18th century, it was used as a seminary school, and now it is the headquarters of the Andalusian Parliament.
À gauche, le palais de Saint-Telmo du XVIIe siècle, qui fut la première école nautique d'Europe. Au XVIIIe siècle, c'était un séminaire et actuellement il est le siège du gouvernement mondial.
Zur Linken der Palast San Telmo aus dem 17. Jahrhundert, die erste spanische Seefahrerschule im 18. Jahrhundert, ein Priesterseminar und heute der Sitz der andalusischen Landesregierung. A sinistra, il Palazzo di San Telmo fu la scuola nautica più antica d'Europa. Con un bellissimo portone di stile gotico, fu costruito nell'anno 1681. Attualmente è sede della Junta de Andalucía.
Delante el puente de los Remedios de 1968.
In front of us, Los Remedios Bridge, built in 1968.
Devant, le pont de Los Remedios de 1968.
Vor uns die Brücke de los Remedios aus dem Jahre 1968. Davanti a noi il ponte del Generalissimo del 1968.
Los jardines del Parque de María Luisa y el pabellón de Argentina de la Exposición Iberoamericana de 1929.
On the left-hand side, the gardens of Maria Luisa Park and the Argentinian Pavilion during the Ibero-American Exhibition of 1929.
À gauche, les jardins du parc Maria Luisa et le pavillon d'Argentine de l'exposition ibéro-américaine de 1929.
Zur Linken die Gärten des Parks Marie-Louisa und der Pavillon Argentiniens aus der Iberoamerikanischen Ausstellung 1929. Alla vostra sinistra il Parco di Maria Luisa e il Padiglione dell'Argentina, costruito per l'Expo del 1929.
Por delante, dos puentes, ambos construidos en 1991. El primero es el de las Delicias. Al fondo vemos el del quinto centenario, con 3 kilómetros de longitud, pilares de 105 metros de altura y el tablero de 50 metros sobre el agua. Es el más grande de Sevilla.
In front of us we can see two bridges, both built in 1991. The first is Las Delicias Bridge, and in the background the 5th Centenary Bridge, which is the biggest bridge in Seville. It is 3 kilometers long and is supported by 105-meter high columns. It lies 50 meters above water level.
Deux ponts, construits en 1991. Le premier, c'est le pont des Délices. Au fond, nous voyons le pont du 5e centenaire de 3 km de long, des piliers de 105 mètres de hauteur et le tablier de 50 mètres au-dessus du niveau de l'eau. C'est le plus grand de Séville.
Vor uns 2 Brücken, beide erbaut für 1991. Die erste, de las Delicias, die hintere, die Brücke der 500-Jahresfeier mit einer Länge von 3 Kilometern.
Wala.
Where's the ilaw? I cannot see it.
Tinanong ako kung ito yung taga-saan tayo. Filipino, British. Saan? Southampton. Sa Wembley daw sila.
Sino?
Sila. London. Si Minnie sa isip. Ay, Minnie, halika tagay tayo, Minnie. Ay, si Susan na tumatagay. Ay, tumatagay si Susan. Si Rachel, ayun kay Rachel, oh. Ay, kay Rachel, oh. Nakadalaw na si Rachel, oh. Ay, si Susan. Ha? Matapik-tapik ka sa ano? Matapik-tapik ka sa sapatos mo.
Ikaw, tayong dalawa, tinawan. Sweet ang music ko. Come on, Rachel, let's go.
You and Mommy done. Let's go.
Marco done.
Let's go. Halika.
Finish na, baby ko. Okay. I'm done. Why? Can you see? Tingnan ko nga. Baka nagsasalubong yung tiyan natin.
Si Tiri.
Tingnan ko.
Dali.
Hello, let's drink.
Lasing na si Susan again. Michelle, again. Nalasing na si Susan Tiri.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
At least dito nagsasaya ko. Walang nakakakita. I can twist down. Tart naman. Ano ba yan? Nakakaya kasi Tart. Sige, alabira.
Alabira.
Kala niyo, hindi ko alam yung twist-twist na yan, ha?
wala na yung nandun mo yung Pilipina dun eh. kami sa third floor. Yan sa baba namin. Hello paring Ray, enjoy lang kami dito sa Malaga, holiday. Ito sa baba ng ng condo namin.
Thank you. The last song for tonight. Thank you for coming.
Oh no!
Wait, let me see.
5 more!
More!
Okay.
Jambalaya.
More!
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let it into your heart. You can somehow to make it better.
Hey!
Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, you begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain,
Dala ng tagay.
Remember.
Paring Ray. One more! One more! One more! Yep!
Wow! One more!
Kaya na, meron na.
I'm gonna tell you, baby, I want the job. You say you got the reason why you're gonna let me baby. Yeah, ooh, baby. It's all for the night. It's all the time. I just said,
Huwag mo sagiin. Ganun pa nandun sa kapitbahay. Dami na sumasayaw oh. Patay na, wala na, tapos na sila. Oy, patay, tapos na.
No!
One more.
Hindi na, tama na raw.
Wala nang one more.
One more, one more.